Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade
Shade
in the
in the
City.
City.
I'm your girl Trees.
It's Nels.
And today we are super excited, super happy. If you cannot tell, at this wee hour of 1:36 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning, but we wanted to come through and not only bring you a review, but say thank you,
Yes, thank you
so much.
Y'all were listening.
Y'all were listening, and we want to say thank you so much to our growing Shade Squad and new viewers. If you're coming in, you can join as well, and we'll tell you how to in just a second. But yes, thank you guys so much for your support. You know, we've been talking about this on our reviews for a while, and so we appreciate y'all actually getting us. We're at 501, getting us over 500.
Over 500.
Right. So please continue to keep sharing us, keep liking, keep subscribing, and let's keep glowing and growing. But we are here today to go over Love and Marriage Detroit, season 1, episode 7. I believe it's Recollections. Look, makes it sound like somebody owes somebody some money. But
reconnecting and disconnecting.
Oh yeah, see, I was all off. But anyway, so that's the name of the episode. If you haven't already, new viewers, Shade Squad, y'all know what to do. Make sure that y'all hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, please.
You comment.
No, you subscribe.
Look, I'm too excited, okay?
and why would you forget the one thing?
Because, okay, listen, leave me alone, all right? Subscribe, okay? Join the family.
Yes, please do. And y'all, let's get into it. But first, let's toast to 500 and let's keep growing and glowing. We love you guys. We thank you so much for the support. Cheers, and let's get shady. And Kristina are still going at it about this miscommunication or non-communication, as I see it. Colby brings up that Brandon said she was copying her and trying to take money out of Kristina's pocket. And Kristina basically tries to make her realize that Brandon said that. I never said that. And I said, way to throw your partner under the bus. I mean, I understand what she was saying, but I didn't.
She was like, I can't come to his defense. Like, I guess, look, she was like, I guess she figured, she was like, shoot, you ain't ever make me feel safe. You ain't ever protected me.
All I know is I hope Brandon don't ever got to go to court and she got to get up on the stand. Please don't let her be a character witness. And she's like, you know, Brandon said these things. I didn't say them. So Colby is trying to understand where all this came from and questions if it was Brandon, or if Brandon's doing this basically because she brought up the artist. And Kristina's like, I really don't know, but you know, I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. You know, she ain't gonna say shit, right? So, because it's not a problem for her. And I don't know. I just didn't like that, how she threw her boot under the bus like that. I was like, oh. But she lets her know that
I'm telling you, she like, I don't care. You let your whole homeboys freaking basically verbally.
Oh, so you think that's the avenue she's coming from?
Yeah, she like, they verbally tackled me and you didn't do nothing. You went right along with them. So under the bus you go.
Well, Colby does understand that Brandon has a mind of his own, but feels like they are one. Okay. And he got it from somewhere. So Kristina apologizes on Brandon's behalf and wishes he wouldn't have said those things. Colby realizes that she's frustrated and passionate. And you know, she apologizes to Kristina for her reaction to the whole situation, and says that she still has a lot of growing to do, which I think both me and Nell said she was kind of carrying on to being a little bit extra, but it may have something she still has growing to do, as we all do. So Kristina makes it a point to say, and I thought this was weird, she's like, and you know, we're both influencers, so I think at a certain point that we were going to have this conversation, but basically just not under these circumstances. And I was like, so did you ever have any plans on working with her?
Oh, is that what you got from that?
That's what I got from that statement. You were going to have this conversation anyway, or I guess this conversation was going to have to happen anyway, being that they're both influencers. It gave me that I basically need to tell you, don't step on my toes, because we're both doing the same thing. But yeah, so and then Kristina, they hug it out. She says she forgives Colby, and invites her to her Shut Up and Pray brunch that she's relaunching. And hopefully, like Russell, as long as we can bring prayer into it, hopefully we can pray the problems away.
So Anthony and Latoya are doing a photo shoot for their lookbook, for their new designs with that they have a partnership with William Palmer Home, who's a new designer who's up and coming in the Detroit area. So he decides to take a break, and it looked like he really needed to, because people in there were sweating.
Them lights, man, them lights.
It looked like the dude behind the lights, the one taking the pictures, was sweating like a pig.
It could be a lot. It could be a lot.
I think even she said, "Do you got any church fans in here?" She was only in there for about 2.5 seconds.
Well, I will say that shout out to Latoya, but mainly Anthony. And I notice he always says this, but I'm starting to see that everybody, I like the fact that it seems like everybody that they work with, or everybody that, like, he's really trying to bring up his own people, his own community in Detroit, everyone that they're working with. And I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It'd be so much easier to go get outside help, I'm sure.
So yes, they take a break, and he's basically catching up with Latoya and tells her, after this, he has to work on his man's movement, and they had the Bible study, which was amazing. But him and Brandon had a back and forth in regards to, the whole Britney situation.
They had a tussle.
He said that he got pissed because Brandon basically lied straight to his face. He was like, I don't know if it's because we're from different places, including Kristina.
Because she's from Buffalo.
She's from Buffalo. Yeah, that's upstate. And so, yeah, so basically, he said he was pissed off because Brandon lied straight to his face. He's like, they from different areas. Maybe they don't know Detroit code. But when you don't rock with somebody, you kind of just stay to the other side of the room.
Right.
And he feels like that's fake. And he protects his own. He protects his crew. And Latoya said that, she don't like the drama. So, they all need to have some conversations and try to work through everything. And she wants to invite them on a trip to Traverse City.
I got Travis City.
Listen.
One of those.
Listen. The way my TV spelled it.
I got Travis City. That's so the way my ears heard it.
So then Kristina and Brandon, they're doing what their marriage mentors suggested and taking some time for each other.
I like that. I wish they would start calling marriage counseling, or I really like that. And maybe because it's two people, but I like the marriage mentor. It just sounds better.
So basically, he's taking her out on a date. He said that, they need to hit the reset button and get back into each other. She told him that he needs to prioritize his time and spend more time together. So she brings up how, she let him know that she's never felt protected in their marriage, including with his family. And she felt like she's always open game. And this is why, look, she said, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna throw your ass under the bus. You don't protect me, damn it. And he said, it's something new for him, something he never thought he had to do, never even knew it was a thing. He said he never thought that he would have to protect his wife from his family.
And I'm confused. I'm really confused by that. I was confused a lot by a lot.
They didn't really get into it.
Okay, because I was confused a lot by a lot of things Kristina said this episode. But if you don't listen to your mama, your damn self, how the hell would she ever have anything to say to your wife? Because you don't listen to her. You don't respect her opinion. And that's the vibe that I got from this conversation. And that's why he doesn't have maybe the best relationship with his mom. I don't know, but we know he has mommy issues, but it just made me wonder, like.
Well, I didn't think it was that he doesn't listen to his mom. It's that they don't communicate, and his mom has never tried to correct his behavior. And that's why he don't like to be told what to do.
But if you don't correct your own child, how could you ever? I guess that's why I'm confused.
Who? What? Try to correct
his mama? if she said the family was attacking her and she mentions his mom in this conversation, I would just wonder, what could she possibly say to you that she don't take the time to take her son? You are not her
Maybe she
child.
wasn't trying to correct her. Maybe she just don't like her.
Well, that might be it too.
Basically, she told him that she needs him to be a pit bull. So he's like, what the hell? I wonder what the hell she think I am now, poodle. I mean, if we want to compare, I mean,
the hair is giving poodle.
Look, compared to Russell. I mean,
that's a Rottweiler right there.
Girl, that's a Rottweiler. You're a little Chihuahua, homeboy.
Right.
Little yappy ass dog. All you know how to do is run your mouth, okay?
Ooh, okay.
So she told him that, she's not the same Kristina that he from 11 years ago when she was 29. He need to step it up. And he said, well, do you feel like you know me? She said, hell yeah, I do, because I know God. Okay, and you are God's son. I said, well.
And she says, there's nothing. I always know when something's going on with you. Do you? Do you?
Yeah, and then she tells him, that he grew up in a household where he was never corrected. He didn't communicate. And that was spilling over. And basically, like, it's a problem. And basically, he needs to be accountable. And he said that it's so bad that when he got fired from his last job, he knew he didn't want another boss. He said he said he don't like being told what to do. And he admits that Kristina is his boss. But he says that she's definitely a different breed. She's even a tyrant in her own family. She said, no, sweetie, not a tyrant. Okay, I'm honest and vocal. It's just something you're not used to, but you got it now. And he said, he's going to have to relearn how to communicate and unlearn what he was taught growing up in order to be a better husband and be the one that she deserves. He also says that, he said, you need to allow us to have these moments. And then he takes her hand and basically tells her to bring it in. Basically, we ain't about to argue. We ain't about to get into this. It's a good night, okay? And then he stands up and tells the entire restaurant, this is my wife. She's the most beautiful woman in the world. And she ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. We ain't never getting divorced. And I said, this is the type of shit Latrice would like.
No, actually, I wouldn't. That's why I was sitting there frowning like that. I would much rather you whisper that in my ear than you scream it out, have everybody look.
Oh, okay. So you like to hear it, but
yeah, I love to hear it. Of course, that's affirmation is my thing. But I don't, again, as long as I hear it, I could give up who else know. I don't need that.
But would it make you upset?
It wouldn't make me upset. It would make me more embarrassed that you like screamed out into the whole restaurant. You got people looking at us like, I'd be embarrassed. I don't know and it's crazy because y'all see my personality, right? But the things that I hold close to me, Nels can tell you, she may know, but very few people. I'm very private about stuff that I really, really care about. So no, that wouldn't have been cute to me at all. Unless there was like some type of performance, a flash mob or something like, I don't know, but just you screaming at the top of your lungs in a restaurant and everybody looking at you like, what is this fool doing? Like, you're not getting down.
Well, they didn't. They like clapped and stuff. They was like, he wanted,
because they wanted him to sit down and stop yelling.
He wants to put on a show, so we'll, give him a round of applause.
Right, because they wanted him to sit down and stop yelling across the restaurant so they can enjoy their dinner that they probably paying $300-400 for. That's what I would do. It's like when the people come around the restaurant and yeah, it's cool. They sing a little birthday song, but real talk, while you over there having your dinner, you be like, I really wish they would shut the hell up. Can y'all finish this? That's true. Yeah, I don't like stuff like that. I don't. Anthony goes to the studio to meet up with his boy, Lyric, because I guess it can't be Lyric. It gotta be.
You know what, Tree? I said, if I don't separate it in my notes, I'm gonna say Lyric.
What's so funny to me? I capitalized the R and I did a live.
Nope. I did LY space RIK. I'm not RIK, RIQ.
That's what I did, but I said Lyric. You can't, because it's like Tyree. Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie though. I always did I was like, if I ever have another child, I do like the name Lyric, but I don't like the fact that everybody is naming their kid that. Thank you, Lyrique. I appreciate it.
Absolutely not.
So,
he can keep that.
You stupid. So Anthony says Lyrique is like his brother, like everybody's his damn brother. You know, I think Anthony thinks like, you know how they say your brothers and sisters in Christ. So I think.
But you know what though? As long as he treat him that way.
Right, but y'all know I have a
unlike what Latoya said, oh, that's my little sis, but your words ain't matching your actions.
And your actions, right.
So I mean, if you calling everybody your brother and you treat them that way, then so be it.
Right. So he talks about the showcase and asks him to be a judge. He tells him he's inviting him to the next meeting. He shares that his other friend, Brandon, he tells him Bravo's going to be there and he knows Bravo. But he says that Brandon is also going to be there working on the showcase. And Anthony shares that, you know, Brandon and Lyrique have petty beef. Apparently he and Brandon have, is unspoken and it's nobody really knows why.
What's crazy is though, looking at the preview for next episode, clearly Brandon the one with the beef for real.
No, it gets better. It gets better, y'all. This probably, I'm not gonna lie, this was my favorite, probably my favorite part of the episode. So, Anthony thinks that
because you could be petty.
Oh, because I'm about to be. So Anthony thinks that they should put their pride to the side and get money. Lyrique says that he'll be there to back Anthony, but he and Brandon just ain't on the same page. Now, Anthony tells him he'll be a great addition to the judges panel. And then Lyrique said that he actually owned the original Star Factory. I was a little confused by this story. And I was like, okay. And then I guess Brandon took over, or maybe bought him out, is my understanding. I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on.
Right. However, he brings up that Brandon's sitting on a gold mine, a star himself. And I said, who?
And that's who would have really got Star Factory popping.
And so apparently he's like, you know, Kristina can sing. I said, Kristina can sing. Now y'all know I hit my little 1-2 every now and then. So y'all know I don't play. If somebody say they can sing, you gotta be able to sing, okay? So Lyrique plays a song by Kristina. And it was giving, my girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. You know, that very low, nasally, not really from the diaphragm type of singing. Now, don't get me wrong, people make it singing like that. There are many stars out here that sing like that. So, I mean, I'm just saying that's what it was.
Well, take this into consideration. According to Lyrique, that's the best talent that he's had on his roster. And she ain't even on his roster. So compared to all his actual talent that he has signed, Kristina's the best one.
I'm going off course. Forgive me. Chanel will keep me straight. Okay, first thing I want to say is shout out to Quiet Storm. I appreciate you. One of our subscribers, I believe she found us through J-Dub, so I appreciate you coming over, checking us out. But I love how you also drop in the comments, even when it's late, because you know we be late, but you always let us know that you're watching and just give us a little tidbit, even if it's just great reviews. So we appreciate you. Thank you. So yeah, he said that, you know, and basically he's like, he out here building artists, but he got, you know, one, he sleeps with one every night.
A superstar.
A superstar.
Said they probably wouldn't even met if she would have kept. He was like, do you know what she would have been vocally? Could you imagine? They probably wouldn't even met. She would have been working on her craft, Trees. Don't do that.
Is she like superstar or is she like superstar?
That's how actually when I said it, that's what I was thinking.
So, all right, then Latoya goes to pick up Colby for Kristina's brunch. Colby is looking forward to telling Latoya all the tea in her side of what happened with Kristina. So she shares that it started off interesting, and says that they both apologized, and even and says that Kristina even apologized for Brandon, but she needs an apology from Brandon herself. And I was like, that's I get it. She shares that she contacted Kristina contacted Russell before she talked to Colby, and shares about the whole publicist drama, which I'm not going to rehash that because I'm tired of talking about her. I'm just be so honest with y'all. I mean, no shade to you, Brittany B. I'm sure you're a great person, but they are really ringing this. So anyway, Colby's confused because she doesn't think that Anthony would speak about her and Russell in that way. And basically, Latoya is upset that Kristina just didn't come to her if she had questions, and basically feels like she's running around spreading rumors about her husband that's not true. So she's highly upset and says that it's a blatant lie. And both ladies are hopeful, that the event will be peaceful, but, they say prayer solves everything, but I don't know about this particular instance.
She says she's glad, okay, that's the prayer brunch, because she's going to need everybody right now. She said God and his whole host of angels. I said, oh, miss, I don't like no drama. She coming to bring it.
Well, Latoya already gives me that vibe. I mean, she don't like to do no stuff publicly, which I was surprised. But Latoya gives me the vibe. She's like they say, you always need to be careful of the quiet ones. She gives me that vibe. I'm sure Anthony's kind of low-key scared of her.
So the ladies arrive to the brunch, and Brandon notices that Colby's there, but he said, you know what? I'm not going to address her because Russell's not here. And I would like to keep all the bones in my body in one piece. Smart man.
Smart.
Then both of the Chelsea show up wearing basically the same damn thing. That is so weird. It was so weird.
You heard it first. Latoya, you can't steal my joke. I said it first. I said it first. You heard it here. Shadeinthecity first. I said it's giving real copycat that they both have friends named Chelsea, and now they're dressing alike. I'm just saying.
Weird. Now Colby also notices that Brandon was there, but she said, you know what? She's not going to speak to him either because her hubby ain't there. So Colby's Chelsea, this is crazy. I gotta
right. The fact that you got to say Colby's Chelsea.
Colby's Chelsea was feeling some type of way, but Colby let her know that her and Kristina hash it out. They're in a better place. Really, her only beef right now is with Brandon.
Here's my thing. If you felt the type of way, why are you there?
To support her friend. That's like...
No, but here's my thing. I would never... if they weren't good, if she didn't already know, it's kind of one of those situations where I feel like because we've been doing this for a while now, you can tell when production steps in. Because if you're my homegirl and we're as close as they claim to be, and you're showing up at an event because you're my +1 or I invited you or whatever the case may be, if you know I'm not good with this girl, or I could see you calling me and be like, so do I need to get ready? Because I'm not going to get ready unless I have to. On my good Saturday afternoon, you're not going to just show up and be like, are y'all good? I don't see you doing that. So it makes me feel like she just asked her that basically to start the conversation at the table, because there's just no way you didn't know that when you went there that her and Colby were on better terms, is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Now, while Kristina is up, saying a prayer for the entire room, Latoya, basically, she's, like I said, out of everyone is ready to start some drama, but she says, you know what? I promised my husband I wasn't going to do it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay quiet. I'm going to stay seated, and I'm going to be a lady. Now, Latoya let the ladies know that, she's inviting them to a couples trip at a winery for the weekend.
Oh, it's a winery. Okay.
And then, they had a speaker stand up and speak the word. Latoya says, you know what? She was really moved by what she was saying. And she's convinced that right now is the moment. Okay. That she said, I can't be dealing with no inner turmoil. So I got to say something. Damn what I told my husband. Okay. This lady's word and gave me the spirit and moved me. So she pulls Kristina to the side. And she let her know that Colby told her on the way in about the conversation that she had about Anthony. So Kristina's like, what did I say? She's like, girl,
you know what you said.
Okay. She was like, it was about the conversation with Russell. So she let her know that Brittany called her and told her that Anthony told her that her and Brandon don't like her, and
Why
neither
is
do Russell.
Kristina such a liar at her big age?
Listen, and then also neither do Russell and Colby. Now, what's bothering me is initially I can understand if there was possibly some confusion when it came to Russell and Colby, but the lady cleared it up for you straight to your face and told you, no, it
And
was
shout out
just
to
you.
Carlos with the receipts, because I was
Yeah,
like, yeah, she definitely said it.
but I love the fact that because that's stuck in my mind. Even if
Right.
they
No,
show the
because you
receipts,
pointed that out when we reviewed it.
yeah,
You
even
said
if
that.
they show the receipts, I remember her specifically saying, no, it was just y'all. He did not mention Russell and Colby. So the fact that you still saying it is a problem for
Because
me.
that's what she wanted to be. She wanted to try to.
That's a problem. But yes, he did run the receipts. And listen, it don't matter whether he ran the receipts or not, because Latoya's like, it's not true. She knows it. She knows it's not true. Kristina, she gets defensive and says, you don't have to address me in a snarky way. Girl, you just mad that you're being called out. So yeah, she's like, no, I'm not. Okay. She's like, there's clearly some confusion because you're saying one thing and he's saying one thing, and Brandon has already proved basically that he's willing to do any and everything and he can't be trusted. Kristina said, well, neither can Anthony. Latoya said, boo, my man ain't proved to you that. And she's basically saying, yeah, he did because of this whole mess with Brittany. But boo, that's a whole bold-faced lie. So all you're doing is proving you're the damn liar and you can't be trusted. So yeah, basically Latoya is still like, girl, I don't believe you. That's so not true. And Colby is over there in the background. She's like, girl,
She over here getting a whole kiki. She's like, she thinks this is great.
She's like, oh my God, I ain't never seen Dr. Thompson like this. I ain't never seen her upset. Her face red. She look like she ready to throw some bows. Okay. Latoya said, well, let me tell you a little bit about who I am. Kristina
said, no,
no.
let me let you know who I am.
Who I am. First of all, what you ain't about to do is just interrupt me, boo, when I was about to give you the rundown. That's what we not about.
When I was about to give you my resume.
Exactly. Let's not. I wish Latoya would have came back. That's what we not about to do. Don't interrupt me, lady. But
oh, that's funny.
She didn't. So she's like, okay, you're not going to address me at my event and tell me what I supposedly said. Latoya said, you did the same thing in my event. And I'm talking about the disrespect in particular, boo. And she told her that, she has a conniving way of saying really rude things. And Kristina said, it's rude that you basically calling me a liar, like at the skating rink. And we knew this was going to come back up because this was already an issue.
Right.
Colby was the one getting loud, calling her names and getting up, talking about, basically, and took off. And she was like, and you were directing all your energy at me, boo. Latoya said, no, it was the context of the situation. She said, you're not going to manipulate the situation and put words in my mouth. What I said was, I don't do fake. She said, I'm very observant. I spent 8 years earning my doctorate. I had to get all of this, analyzing human movement and behavior. And that means I only have to look at, I not only have to look at physical movement, but the things you're saying, and they ain't matching. She said, you say, oh, sis, this, that, I love you, you my girl, and you don't even have the decency to call people. Kristina said, what do I have to do with you? First of all, damn that, boo. I'm calling you out on your shit. Okay. What I'm telling you is I'm observing. Okay. I'm not in the middle of your shit. What I'm telling you is I'm observing. Okay. And what I see is you's a fake bitch. That's what she's telling you. Okay. That's what she got to do with it. But yeah, she said, no, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay. But what I see is you play the victim all the time and you need to own up to your shit. And Kristina said, She was like, yeah, I'm done trying to explain.
I definitely did not have all this in my notes.
Christy, girl, I always get the argument. That's what makes the show live, because the rest of the shit was boring. So
that was true.
I gotta get this. So Kristina said, she was trying to explain to her what happened, but you're dedicated to not believing me. So this conversation right here, we're gonna end it. And it seemed like she tried to shut her down. But looking at the preview for next week, Latoya wasn't having it. She was like, I'm gonna get out what I want to say, boo. Especially after you interrupted me, you gonna let me speak, bitch.
I don't like, to me, it came off, they tried, or at least again, production side of it. I think they tried to make it seem like Latoya was flustered or like Kristina was checking her. And to me, I didn't see the conversation going that way. I think that she wasn't going to cuss her out at a prayer brunch.
She was just calmer.
She was just calmer. But I could tell, but she was getting more upset, but she still controlled herself. And I basically think she was trying to be an example.
Well, that's because Kristina took the route of throwing jabs, talking about, oh, that's what your degree got you. And all. She was like, really? That's what you're going to do? Because she wasn't taking no jabs. She's basically telling this is what I observed. I have a doctorate in this, and this is why I can't. But you taking jabs, boo. Where's your degree?
I was just about to say that. That was my
yeah, that's what it's getting me. What is yours getting you? Oh.
At home taking care of them kids.
Exactly.
Well, yes, that was the episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. We know it's late, but we appreciate you always supporting us.
Yes, we do.
And hitting that like button and just giving us the views. And please, 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 before y'all do anything, before y'all make y'all exit, like I said, make sure you hit the like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And yes, please make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you guys will be aware when we are celebrating. We're going to go live for 500. I mean, we're already there. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shade Squad. But yeah, we do plan on having a little celebration and going live with you guys and just chatting it up, talking about some hot topics in the news, but also just kind of getting to know each other and all of our new subscribers. Because, you know, we haven't been live in a while since Power. And so we don't really get to interact with y'all as much. So that's what we want to do. So yeah, guys, be on the lookout because it will be coming soon, but we appreciate all the love and support, and we will catch you for another review of Love and Marriage Detroit. Have a good night.
Good night.